So first, some introductions. My name is Jamie. I'm the eldest son of Russell and of our mum, Anne. We're speaking on behalf of our family, our mum, Kim, our youngest brother, our wives, Sharon, Juliet, Jessica, and all the grandkids. Thank you, everyone, for being here today to pay their respects to Dad and to support our family. Special thanks to all those who have travelled from afar, from London, Hong Kong, East Coast, and from country WA. And thank you to our celebrant, Kurt, together with Poppy and her team for the seamless arrangements made today. The crowd here today is reflective of the diverse and eclectic life lived by Dad. It included family, the sailing community, the horse racing community, his Monday golf buddies, friends from around the neighbourhood, and his career as a teacher, a headmaster, a school superintendent, political advisor, and most recently working with Craig's business. Craig and I will share speaking duties. Me first with Dad's last story, followed by Craig with his memories, and me to finish up. So I'll start off with a quick skip through Dad's life story. We've been told it's not to be a CV or resume. Dad was born on Christmas Day, as Kirk mentioned, in 1947. He was never super happy about his birthday. It basically was taken over by Christmas activities. The cardinal rules about Dad's birthday were threefold. One, 2 separate presents, one for birthday and one for Christmas. 2, birthday present had to be wrapped in non-Christmas paper. And 3, most importantly, never double up. Never combine birthday and Christmas into one present. Dad was one of 3 boys born to Jack and Kathleen. Uncle Trevor, his oldest brother who passed away in 2007, and the youngest brother, Uncle John, who's with us here today. Dad grew up in Floreat Park on Winmarley Street, across the road from another sailing family, the Burks, who included a daughter, the late Kate Robbins, wife of the late Noel, who became a close friend of Dad, and mum to one of our closest friends, David, who's here today from the East Coast. Dad went to Perth Modern School. He first worked as a clerk with the Education Department for a year out of school. Then he went to Teachers College in Claremont, and Dad met Mum in his second year of Teachers College. And I'll get in trouble for this, but I'll describe Mum then as the blonde beach babe. I've got the pictures to prove it. Dad's early years were as a primary school teacher, and he put himself through uni with arts degrees from UWA and Murdoch, majoring in anthropology. Mum and Dad were married in 1970, and I was born the following year, and Craig 13 months after that. Between 1977 and the late 80s, Mum and Dad were posted to numerous country postings in primary schools, the last and the most exciting being Rottnest. Kim was born while we lived in Grass Patch in 1980, and I'm sure, well, a lot of you probably don't know where Grass Patch is, but if you drive on the highway between Esperance and Kalgoorlie, it's 90 k's north, or 80 k's north of Esperance. As far as Dad's education career was concerned, he finished as a district superintendent of primary schools in the Perth metro area. Next to follow was part 2 of Dad's career as a political advisor from about 1990. First in state politics as Richard Court's advisor for 6 years, and then Chief of Staff for Matt Burney when he was Leader of the Opposition. Next was 12 years in federal politics as the Senior Advisor to the Minister for Defence, David Johnson. Dad basically commuted during that time between Perth and Canberra. Dad never really retired. Over the last 3 years he worked for Craig's Perth office. He always kept himself busy. A good example of this was just last week, Mum, Dad and myself were supposed to go down to Augusta for a short holiday. I was telling Dad that I'd have to work in the mornings, and he was quite proud to tell me that he'd have to work as well remotely for Craig in the mornings. So Craig and I will now share some memories about Dad across 9 topics: holidays, work, husband, football, grandfather, kindness, sailing, horses, and the snow. So I will hand over to Craig, and then I will finish up.
Thank you. Well, thank you, James. My middle name is Russell, and I wasn't fond of it early in life. I'm very happy to have it now. I will share stories from 4 years of his life and then hand back to Jamie for more. We celebrate his life and remember the many great times. Work. Russell was a hard worker to the day he died. Resilience is another word that describes Russell. This includes side hustles early in our childhood, from an overseas teachers' conference, making maths board games, and football umpiring.